Greetings, this is Miguel, and I'm going to be doing a video on how we use Zoho projects at Digsy. The topics I will be covering is opening the project's application in a web browser, finding the project list, finding tasks assigned to you, starting the timer, which is the method we use to track time and get paid, leaving comments, stopping the timer, reassigning the task, marking a task as complete, and moving it to the section to let someone else know that it is ready to be verified as done. So let's get into it. The first step is you're going to want to open Zoho projects. I open from a bookmark that is projects.zoho.com/portal/digsymyfeed. This is the projects my feed page. Click on projects to see the project list. If you'd prefer to come directly to this page, then bookmark it. And the next time you click on that bookmark, you'll open up directly to the projects page. So here's the list of our active projects right now at the end of July of 2016. And I'm going to open up a project called Finca Sagrada. That takes you to this dashboard view. Click on Tasks. This section is this is a task list called Ready for Verification. These are who the task is currently assigned to. Here's a task assigned to Yusuf. Here's two tasks assigned to myself. Here's a task at the bottom under General, and we're probably actually going to change this task list to to-dos. So this is the to-do task list, and here is a task that I have yet to do. And what I need to do is I need to download 4 videos from YouTube and upload to the Finca Sagrada channel. I'm going to click on Start Timer, as this is what we use to determine the time that we've spent on tasks that later on go into an invoice and what we use to bill our clients. It's also what I use to determine the time and hours that are owed to contractors to pay folks for their work. So now that I've got this task open, I'm going to leave a comment. Or now that I'm working on this task, and this is a test comment. Click on Add Comment, and there's my comment. If you want to edit the description of a task, this is the section to do it. You click on Edit Description. One tricky part, at least in my view of tasks, is that you've got to scroll down to see the Save or Cancel button. You can also log hours directly and manually. You can edit previous logs. So if you say you started the timer and you got a Skype call, or you went to use the restroom, or some other such activity and you forgot to stop the timer, you can come back in here and modify your hours to make sure that they are fair and accurate for our clients and our own personal reputations. So now that I'm done editing this task, I'm going to close. And now that I'm done with this sample of spending time working on this task, I'm going to stop the timer. I'm going to go back into the task. I'm going to look at the log of hours. And since this was just for a sample, I'm going to delete this time. Before I do that, I'll show that I could also edit it. I could edit it, say that I had worked on it for 45 minutes. I would put in 045. I would scroll down and click Submit, and that changes my time to 45 minutes. So as you can see, you can edit and make sure you maintain accurate and honest time logs. I'm going to delete this one since it was just a sample. and I'm going to close this task. So my task is back to being the default. Let's say that I'm done with the task. I'm going to open it. I'm going to change it from to-dos to ready for verification. Sometimes that option won't be there, and there will be another small link underneath here that says show tasks for completed or show tasks for non-completed. You would click on that to change this list. So in this case I want to change it to ready for verification. I'm saying now that it's done. And now that it's set to the task list ready for verification, I'm going to change the assign to use off to verify that this task is done per our requirements by the client. And I'm going to come down here and I'm going to change the completion to 90%. That is internally what we use at Digsy to indicate that a task is complete and ready for verification. So now I've changed the task list to ready for verification. I've changed the assign to someone else, and I've changed the percent completed to 90. And now I'm ready to close this task. So now it's been set to use off, and let's see if it just didn't refresh. I'm going to go back into Finca Sagrada task list, and there it is. Download 4 videos from YouTube, upload to the Finca Sagrada channel. It's set to 90%, just like the rest of the tasks in ready for verification and ready for use off to check this task. That in brief is how we use Zoho projects at Digsy. If you have any further questions, feel free to contact myself or Yusuf. And while we're here, I'll just do one more brief example of using Zoho chat. These are team rooms, public channels that I can go into and chat with multiple people at one time. Or you can also do private chats with an individual person by clicking on the plus here, type in the name of an individual. Now you have a private chat window opened up with them. And you can say hello to one person in private, or you can say hello to a group of people related to a public channel about a project. Zoho chat, we've been finding it pretty easy to use. So that's the end of this video. In recap, that's how you open Zoho projects, how you find the project list, how you find tasks that are assigned to you, starting the timer to get paid, leaving a comment, stopping the timer, editing time, we actually added in as a bonus, reassigning a task, marking it as complete, which we use for that 90%, and moving it to the task list ready for verification. I hope you got something out of this video. Take care.